So my junior year, I did a sustainability project for Arco Santi through a club that I was in called Greenlight Solutions. They had a really big festival coming up called Convergence, and they needed help doing waste diversion because the last year they had a big problem with people eating their trash. So this year they expected like 400 people to come over the course of the whole weekend, and they needed someone to help them with the program so they could sort all of the different materials that people would be trying to get rid of over the course of the festival. So I worked on doing a cost analysis of the system that they were using for sorting at the moment, and then how they transported and repurposed their waste, and then looked at what we could do to make that process a little bit easier. I suggested that we needed to size the waste receptacles based on how much they had held historically over the past couple of years, so then we could have a more organized space and use the unused space for other things that would be more helpful. So then after that we wrote up infographic signs on what each receptacle would hold. So like a compost one for recycling glass, plastic, aluminum, stuff like that. And this was helpful because sometimes people just didn't know where to put things. And then after that, I used a bunch of solar powered lights to create pathways around the campgrounds, and then specifically to the waste receptacles and to like the areas where people would be throwing out their like larger bags of recycling, so that it would be easier for them to find them, obviously, and then also just so that they wouldn't get lost in the dark. And yeah, over the course of the weekend, we ended up only filling up an entire it was like a barrel trash can, and there was about half full for over like 300 people that attended. So I would call that successful. And I don't know, I guess I found out that making it easy for people to access information and like the areas that they needed to go to like recycle, compost, sort all of their trash and things made it a lot more likely for people to clean up after themselves and to keep the space looking the way that it did when they first got there.